Hey guys, welcome back to Single Not Alone 2. Today, I keep getting some good reviews on my cooking stuff, so I'm going to show you guys a nice easy recipe that's good for the kids, quick for us to make, and the kids actually like it too. It's my chili. So first thing I have is a pound and a half of ground beef. I got 2 chili packets, can of black beans, green beans, 2 cans of diced tomatoes, and I put a can of corn in there. And first thing we got to do is we got to brown the meat. Turn that up. You don't need anything really special for this, but it is nice to have certain tools at your disposal. So the tool I was looking for is this one here again. It's great to just break up that meat. Okay, you can see here. And I'm just going to try to brown that meat. Let it start cooking. Okay. And while that's getting brown, I'm going to come back over here. Now first thing we're going to do is we got to open up all the cans. I've already done that. The black beans. I get most of the sauce out. Okay. Most of it. Not all of it, but most of it. I get all the water out of the green beans. You can use fresh green beans. They come out much better if it's fresh green beans, but this works too. For the diced tomatoes, you want to squeeze it as hard as you can to get as much water out as possible. I'm going to show you that on the second can. And corn. Corn also, you want to get all that water out. So here it is, can. And it's going to show you what I do here. So you can see, even from holding it like this, all that juice is right there. Okay? So you really don't want that kind of juice in your sauce. Okay, you don't want it in your chili. It makes it too watery. So what I do is make sure the cap is off. Put the cap back in, and then squeeze it. Push the cap in like that, and you can see all that water coming out. Okay. And you can see it's barely coming out now. Okay. Little drips here and there. I give a couple more pushes to get as much out as possible. My kids don't like it too watery. And when you finish, that's what you get. So I got my tomatoes ready. I got my green beans ready again. Fresh is always better, but it is what it is. That can cost me, I think, 78 cents. So, single dad on a budget, got to do what you got to do. This whole thing here, see the black beans cost 89 cents. The green beans I got on sale. The diced tomatoes I got on sale, buy one get one, and they're no name Publix brand again. And the corn as well. I probably got all these for maybe $3. These packets less than $1 a piece. The meat's the most expensive part, but again, I buy a 3-pound log for, I want to say, like $8. So as far as meals go, this was pretty cheap. Now again, I just keep breaking it up as it's cooking. A couple reasons. One, I don't want big clumps of meat in my food. Okay, I want the meat to be able to spread out for everything. Number two is, while it's cooking and I'm doing this, it breaks up the meat. And after all this is brown, then I'm going to show you it's going to be time to add all the good stuff. And we'll be right back with that in just a minute. Alright guys, so I cooked it down a little bit. There we have it, all nice and brown, ready to go. But again, there's too much grease in there. So kind of like what I did with my lasagna. Same thing I'm going to do here. I'm going to take the pan, put it to the side. Get a spoon. And just start scooping it out. We get all that grease out. We don't need the grease in the food. Your kids don't need to eat that kind of grease. Yeah, it's an extra step, and you don't have to do this. No one's saying it's okay to do this. Um, you know, a lot of people argue grease, especially in chili. Well, that's kind of expected. This isn't regular chili. This isn't your dad's. Hey, I'm going to the restaurant, gonna buy chili. Um, this is a little bit healthier for your kids. That's why we use the black beans. Gives it a little bit more flavor, but it's also a lot more protein. Okay, so you get as much meat out as you can. You can see it's still dripping there. And look how much grease is still in here. I mean, that is a ton of grease. Just pouring out. Don't need that grease. Put that back in there. And come back over here to the stove. Okay. Here we are back on the stove. And what do? We had the black beans. We had the green beans. The corn. We usually only add half a can of corn. I like to use corn for myself. And you had both cans, tomatoes. You notice I haven't put any seasoning in. And I know I said on my last one of these that, hey, I like to put seasoning in on every step. And I do. I really do. But in this case, really don't have to. Okay? I want to get everything cooking first. So just mix this up. Probably need a bigger pan. I really don't have one. So I use what I got. If you have a slow cooker, this works amazing. Just put it on, leave it, walk away, come back, and you're done. Okay, you can see this is now mixing up nice. Give you a top view here. Okay. Nice, easy, simple. And now that it's almost done, all you use for that stuff to heat up, I grab a packet of chili seasoning, and I dump it in. And this is really made for only a pound of meat. So what I do is, I try to use a half of a second one also. Okay, this isn't spicy. You want spice, add some cayenne to it, whatever kind of spice you like. I know when I'm eating it, I eat it just like this out of the bowl, and I use some hot sauce. Everyone has their own kind. Again, I only buy what's on sale. Okay, you can see it here. Seasoning's really starting to take effect. Let me show you up close. See, it's turning nice and red in there. Doesn't look brown anymore. And once this finishes heating up, it's done. I mean, that's it. You can let it simmer for a little bit. If you have a bigger pan, it'll allow you to cook a lot faster. Okay, but this is it. This is done. And what we really like to do in this family, make it a little bit more fun for the kids. We serve it with scoops. Frito scoops. I don't add any salt into this or anything like that. And that's really where the saltiness will come from. Those corn chips. The kids feel like they're getting a little bit extra because they're eating it with a chip. So here it is, all finished up. And put a little bit in a small bowl here. There it is. Looking all yummy. And you get the scoops. And there you have it. Good as ever. So yeah, that's it. Nice, easy, quick 10-minute video to make chili for your kids. All the ingredients are relatively inexpensive, except for the meat, the most expensive part. The scoops would be the second most expensive part. Other than that, everything's under $1. So you see, it only takes about 15 minutes to make, and it's healthy. You can put tons of vegetables in there. So, guys, enjoy. Till the next one. Single, not alone. 2. Remember, guys, we're not alone out there.